Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop, and it's time to go back to the couch, because this is a film that is streaming exclusively on Amazon Prime Video, and to make yourself feel old, this is a film that is time traveling back to the year that I was born. My review of the 2023 horror comedy, Totally Killer, coming up now. In 1987, three teen girls, Tiffany, Marissa, and Heather, were killed on 3 different nights by a killer known as the Sweet 16 Killer, stabbing them 16 times each on the nights of their birthdays. In present day, Jamie Hughes is the teen daughter of Pam, the friend of the 3 murder victims who survived, but it seems for the first time in 35 years, the killer has returned. Through a series of antics, Jamie ends up time-traveling back to the year 1987 and meets the teenage version of her mom and her 3 friends before their deaths. She teams up with Pam to try and stop the killer before he begins, and before Jamie becomes trapped in 1987. Forever. So what did I think of Totally Killer? I thought it's a funny and engaging black comedy slasher film. It's directed by Nana Chaka Khan, best known for directing the rom-com Always Be My Maybe, which I've just added to my watch list. The film is a more comedic take on the slasher genre and feels like a mix of Back to the Future meets Scream, both of which are referenced in the film. The mask of the killer is a little odd, too, as it reminded me of Beavis with slick back hair. The mystery is pretty decent with a couple of legit suspects and red herrings, and you might be able to guess who done it, as some of the elements can be a little bit obvious. The time-traveling aspects don't get too convoluted and actually can make sense, with Amelia, Jamie's best friend, developing a time machine based on ideas from her mom's notebook inside a broken photo booth at a carnival. I liked seeing Jamie work with Amelia's mom, Lauren, who's also very smart back in '87, too. The jokes can be hit and miss due to some of the characters being overly annoying at times, but overall it's rather amusing. There's the obvious fish-out-of-water gags with Jamie seeing things that were acceptable back in the '80s that certainly are not now. She's also surprised at seeing the young version of her mom and that she's a mean girl, but thankfully she gets some decent character growth throughout. Jamie also gets to know the rest of the gang, who are known as the Mollies, dressing like different versions of Molly Ringwald. I also enjoyed the ending, seeing how the changes from what happened from Jamie's journey have affected things back in 2023. The cast stars Kiernan Shipka as Jamie Hughes, the 17-year-old girl who finds herself back in 1987 trying to stop a killer before he murders her mother's friends. Olivia Holt as teen Pam Miller, the teen version of Jamie's mom who's much different than she imagined she'd be. Julie Bowen as Pam Hughes, the adult version of Jamie's mom who's very protective of her daughter because of the murders. Randall Park as Dennis Lim, the sheriff of the town. Troy Leigh-Anne Johnson as teen Lauren Creston, the mother of Jamie's best friend Amelia, who helps her with the scientific aspects of her journey. And Liana Liberto, Steffi Chin-Salvo, and Anna Diaz as Tiffany, Marissa, and Heather, Pam's 3 best friends who were killed by the Sweet 16 Killer. Totally Killer is a fun and clever horror whodunit that's a pretty tubular watch. Number-wise, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of Do It. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the X, Instagram, and Letterboxd at WesAlist. Until next time, Troop
out.